terrorist side here. 4 sets of armor. MSL, the utility player. He's got a smoke grenade as well. Looks like the fast, long A take coming in. The bomb's going to be going there as well. There's going to be 2 counter-terrorists waiting for them on the other side.
Yeah, looking for the long push right now. That smoke is going to stop their initial charge, though. I'm not entirely sure if a player from Mouse is potentially up in the long halls. Of course, we spoke about this yesterday as well. The one-tap potential from that USP at mid to long range is pretty devastating, so you can't afford to roll the dice there on long. So Dignitas playing this one slow.
This has been standard for Dignitas. Quite a lot of times we see them on the rounds on Cobble, get the control of middle, push the CTs back to the bomb site, and they're very good at executing and exploiting the bomb site once they have this control. Chris J now edging towards middle, trying to find something out. The first kill will come in. Config takes him down, actually gets away with life as well. That's going to be the 5-on-4 advantage in favor of the terrorists here. Chris J trying to edge out some information, gets punished for it as well. Dennis now isolated on the bomb site by himself. The T's not committing just yet. They're going to be holding back and looking like they may be deciding to go back to that B bomb site. They have got one of their players there. That's going to be Rubino. He's currently just checking out the drop-down room, listening out for any footsteps or if there's any rotation. The CTs have a big decision to make now whether they peel a CT away from that B bomb site. Well, now Dennis to be there by himself. There it is. Nico makes something happen. The reaction is there. He's on the upper platform, takes down Conflict and neutralizes the situation.
Yeah, key frag. It stops Mousesports having to put all their eggs in the B basket. And with 24 seconds to go, Dignitas have to go for the B play. Bomb has been dropped. 3-on-1 now. It's all on Speedy. And can he prove to be live in charge? No, is the answer. A bit of an anti-climax at the end of that round, but the opening couple picks for Dignitas proved to be too much.
Yeah, it seemed like Chris J just desperate for information there. They had nothing to work with. He is out, gives his frag away, and leaves the CTs in a desperate situation. So Nico boosting up, does manage to get that first frag, but it wasn't quite enough. He was neutralized pretty quickly, and the bomb site overtaken by the terrorists there. So 1-0 in favor of Dignitas. They've gone for 4 rifles here. Only MSO on the MP7 there. And you can see the force buy from Mousesports actually not that strong. It's only Nico and Dennis that have heavily invested into this round. Speedy, Chris J, and Next just getting Desert Eagles. Chris J just keeping the USP. He wants to keep his economy strong going into that first gun round. We're predicting the AWP coming out pretty quickly from him. Dignitas once again just edging in towards middle and long A, trying to work out where the stacks may lie. Looking to the mini-map right now, there's actually 3 CTs towards that A bomb site. And Chris J will take a little bit of damage there, once again facing towards those mid doors.
Holy nades though, 3 nades put in mid from Mousesports. Did quite a bit of damage to Config. He's down to 23, but still no early casualties of war. All 10 players remain alive and kicking. Bomb still hasn't really pushed on to either side, still just lurking around the mid area. Dignitas, they did this a lot as well against VP. They had a very slow cobblestone T half. Yeah. Constantly trying to play the mind games.
More of the same here. As I said before, Nico's got that Mag 7 patrolling the platform area right now. He's got KSL and Rubino walking his way now, so could potentially cause some damage here. He hears some footsteps above him. Going to be going for the face. There it is. Does some decent damage to Rubino. Can't finish him off just yet. Gave his position away as well. Needs to probably get out of there. He gets punished. MSL takes him down with the MP7. And Dignitas take the man advantage here. They have taken a lot of damage though. Rubino and Config on very low HP indeed. As now it looks like the bomb will be showing its presence towards the A side of the map. Just going to be 1 CT there. That's Chris J at the back of the site, hoping he makes something happen here.
That's a big kill from Next, though. Only 18 seconds left. Dignitas will get this bomb planted, but look at Chris J. He is lurking around the edges. Config is going to come good for his team. Kirby as well, and Tensky. Everybody chiming in for frags. Only Rubino is yet to get the frag, and that's because he's a dead man. MSL cleans it up, and Dignitas take the comfortable 2-0. And as you said, Henry, they did commit a little bit into that round, so it's going to probably be another eco here from Mousesports.
Yeah, I think they can probably justify some P250s, maybe a couple of 5.7s here, but Chris J wants to make sure he keeps that money healthy. He's got 3.1 thousand right now, so he'll definitely be getting the AWP in the next round. But Dignitas reacting quite nicely, reading the situation well. They know they're pretty much up against a full eco here, so 2 Mac 10s that can act as the recon players. Allows them to go into tight situations first, jump around in the Mac 10s and just chew apart those unarmored players here as they make a very fast entrance into the B site. Perfect call here as the A stack had come in from Mousesports, so it's pretty uncontested bomb plant here. MSL does open it up, taking down Speedy. They're just running into the connected doors as well. There's kills everywhere. Just 2 players remaining now for Mousesports. Chris J does take down MSL in the process, but I don't think it's going to amount to anything here as just Next remains with the Mac 10. Not really worth saving this situation, so we'll be buying up next round regardless. So just hoping he can take down a couple more kills here, dent the economy slightly of Dignitas. Bomb has been planted and is ticking away.
But I say, all things considered though, Mousesports did a much better job of that round than I thought. If they can save this Mac 10, because as soon as you stack on A and the play comes on B, you're assuming that it's just going to be a simple cleanup from Dignitas, and they are going to take the round as expected. but 2 players do fall. However, here comes the first true test. Mousesports will have enough for a full buy. ChrisJ could get the AWP as well, although he would be sacrificing utility with probably just the 1 flash and the smoke. There we go. Yeah, he has gone for the AWP.
Yeah, so let's see how he approaches it. Dignitas tend not to use an AWP at all on their T side. They're very happy to stick with the 5 rifles here. ChrisJ will be going towards long A. He has a decent spawn as well. Could actually be facing all the way. Looks like he will be going for the aggressive face. Or maybe not, waiting for a flashbang perhaps before he shows his hand. Can hear a smoke going off, so he'll be forced to retreat in this situation. Dignitas is holding up and seeing if there is any aggression coming from the CT, spamming through that smoke towards the upper platform. So far though, nothing really to report. They can actually justify leaving ChrisJ alone on that A-bomb site. He's actually quite committed. He's past drop down and going to be looking towards any T's coming in, but it looks like a B setup coming in right now for Dignitas.
The thing is, I feel Mousesports definitely revolve a lot around ChrisJ's AWP, and yesterday, the VP Dignitas game, the AWPs really did nothing on Cobblestone because the smokes were so strong from Dignitas.
Yeah.
So I do worry a tiny bit for ChrisJ if he's going to have any impact in this game. They still have retained the majority of their utility, Mousesports. They didn't come into this round with a great deal. So the I would say the early round has gone pretty much in their favor, but how's it going to look in the next 50 seconds?
And the thing is, Mousesports have had a single kit here, only 1 smoke remaining and 45 seconds left on the clock. If Dignitas were to do a full execute, it'd be very difficult to hold off. They're going to take control of the drop-down Romero right now. CTs haven't got any presence in there. They're playing a very passive game on towards the bomb site.
There's Dennis, though, gets the spray down onto MSL. It's a pretty key frag. ChrisJ does miss his chance. That would have been a huge frag for Mousesports. They are going to lose Nico, but Config instantly gets taken down in return. And now it really does come down to ChrisJ. Can he hold on to the site? There's a first kill. And he'll be looking to wrap himself around. Dennis is there with the M4. The bomb has been dropped. And so are the hopes and prayers of Dignitas. Surely Tensky can't pull this off. Didn't have time, and he has been picked off. Good round for Mousesports.
Key frags there towards that connector area. MSL committing himself towards that window. I didn't have someone back with him to get the refrag. Gave Mousesports a man advantage there. Forced their way into the A-bomb site. ChrisJ hitting that first shot on the bomb site. This frag was so important. MSL by himself, and then his other teammate dying on the B side as well. It's pretty easy cleanup for Mousesports at that point, but Dignitas definitely do have enough to justify a buy here. Do have 5 rifles. MSL just down to the Galil, but the good news is for Mousesports, they managed to keep 3 guns alive, so their money is slowly building here. Exchanges going on that upper platform. It's going to be Tensky taking the brunt of the damage there, though. He goes down to 38 HP, and once again, they're taking full control of this long A area. Dignitas have many options once they get this zone. They're very good at faking this site, leaving 1 player there, smoking off the connector, molotoving behind the APC, and just peeling CTs away from that B bomb site before committing. So let's see how they approach it this round. We have 1 player forward dig towards that B bomb site. It's going to be Rubino once again. Just lurking towards drop down, seeing if he can show some sort of presence towards that outside of the map.
I feel like Kirby for Dignitas, as this best of 3 progresses, he is going to be the man.
Well, he stepped up massively yesterday.
Yes.
I think he got about 40 frags on this map.
He did.
One of his great breakout performances of 2016. He had a pretty massive reputation going into 2015. Never really delivered on the big stage.
Yep.
Showing that he wants to change that this year.
At one point, I think after 10 rounds, he's on like 17 for 6.
That's right, I remember.
So he, as I said yesterday, started strong, finished strong. They'll be hoping that he can rinse and repeat from that performance. I think ChrisJ did just catch a leg shot there onto MSL, who is down to 16 HP, but they get the frag anyway. And again, pushing with little time remaining. So they have to make this count. Dennis is now on the site, and Nico gets the crossfire as well, 3-on-3. Tensky's low. Now going to be coming in from behind. Rubino has picked himself up the frag. It's all on Dennis. There's the first kill. He's still got 77 HP. Second as well. 15 seconds left on the timer. And Rubino spoils the party.
Yeah.
Dennis can't get it done.
Once again, they get full control of long A. The smoke execute comes out, and the key player in that round is Rubino. He's waiting in drop down. He's waiting for the calls from his teammates when he needs to rotate from connector. He comes in the back, finds the first kill in the connector area, and comes and wins the one-on-one clutch as well. The fact of the matter is that's such a huge round for Dignitas. They've reset the economy of Mousesports. You can see now how that has affected them. They are going to have a few upgraded pistols and body armor on Nex and Dennis, but this round looks like it's only going one direction right now. 4-1 in favor of Dignitas. They're going to be aware of the economic situation for the German side here. First kill potentially coming in. Dennis goes down to 24 HP, and you can see Nico pushing up to that upper platform. Rubino may be caught out here. He's been undetected so far. He's been spotted now. Headshot comes in. Can he finish the job off? He doesn't. Rubino capitalizes, takes down Nico and gives them the man advantage. They still have Rubino on very low HP. He did very well to actually survive that. Looks like the T's now going to be fully executing onto the B bomb site. Speedy with the Siren's USP, unable to land the kill there.
A lot of this may come down to Nex. Well, I say that just so he gets picked off. He had the Deagle and the Kevlar, really the last hope for Mousesports. And now it's on Chris J. Bomb planted, USP in hand. The question is, can he take anyone down with him? The answer is a resounding no. Dignitas will take the 5-1 lead. Expected in that round, though. Mousesports have the option to buy, but their economy is so bad.
It would be a very difficult decision this round. I think just take another eco on the chin here. I'm waiting to have the AWP back on Chris J. The problem is he wasn't that impactful before. He was holding that A-bomb site. Only managed to leg a player before getting taken down by Conflict's headshot there out of the upper mid-ramp. But here we go. Round number 7 comes in. We have got a Zeus on Chris J. He's on silent USP. It should be another clean round coming in favor of Dig here. Rubino committing heavily towards the upper platform. We're going to have a confrontation here with Nico as well. It's a pretty brutal exchange, but Rubino comes out on top. And the 5-on-4 rings true once again for the Danes.
Zeus in the hands of Chris J. I'm curious if we're going to see that come to fruition. But he is one of the last 2 remaining players now. Next, with the Deagle, has fallen down again, and it falls to Chris J again to try and get some damage done. There's the Zeus. Ooh, they didn't line out for him. But that's going to be 6-1. This is a really rough start for Mousesports.
Yeah, after that first gun round win, it puts you in such a precarious situation. They didn't even force up in their second round. It just showed you how difficult the CT economy is to control and how they can run away with you sometimes. Next now, bringing out the AUG, a weapon we don't see too often. I think Chris J actually ran it on the first day in this tournament.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't do too much with it. Let's see whether Nex can have better luck. Double AWP setup this time coming out. Nico and Chris J going to be wielding those weapons. Nico looking to go up, and the upper platform gets smoked out and flashed as well. Difficult situation for him, but he does get away with his life. Rubino once again working that upper platform. They're going to be heavily committing towards the B side of the map this time. Leads themselves to the point of no return as they jump through the bomb site.
Nico's here, though. The smokes are going to keep him safe for now. Frag comes down from Nex. I'm not sure if that was through smoke or not. That's a big kill. And they desperately need to start winning some CT rounds. Bomb has been planted. Config with the spray down. Looks for more. Starts spraying at Rock. Does do damage. And now MSL from behind bags himself, too. Chris J and Speedy have a huge task ahead of them. Neither of them have any utility or defuse kits. This surely is a no-hope round for Mousesports. Going to give them maybe a little bit of hope. Speedy sprays down to Rubino. He has been tagged pretty low himself, though. And time is ticking down here. Mousesports, they just have to tap out. That's going to be another round to Dignitas here.
Yeah, they need to save these weapons. They're the double AWP setup. Not really too effective there. Nico trying to go for that upper platform pick. Just get completely swarmed off that area and put into an unfavorable position, getting flashed out and taken down by Config. Very aggressive stuff there. MSL coming in with the backstep for a drop down as well. Chris J managing to save the AWP, but another rough round there. Simple and loose play style from Dignitas. Just getting through that smoke, flashing over, and swarming the bomb side. The double AWP setup ineffective against it because they simply can't retake through so many smokes. And there's MSL with the backstab right now, getting rotating players. And Chris J does save the AWP, but it's another quasi-buy here coming in for the CTs. They've got 2 Deagles, 157 and a PT50. Chris J with the AWP. Guardian has proven in the past that 1 AWP is enough on this map to make something happen. As he's going to be holding the A-bomb side. Not going for too much aggression here. He's actually playing quite a defensive stance. The problem is Dig once again going towards the B-bomb side. The opening kill coming in. Speedy drops. And the swarm onto the side begins once again.
Nico, hello? He just walked straight past 2 plays. He's going to get the AWP frag for the second and can't get it done. However, Chris J still has the AWP. And they still have a hope while he's alive. But again, the bomb's been planted. Again, no utility to get back on that site with. And Dignitas have perfect positions. So, correctly, I'd say Mousesports concede yet another round. But at some point, the currency that's going to matter is not what's in their bank balance. It's going to be what's at the top of the screen. Dignitas are already stomping away with this game.
Well, the saving grace of Mousesports is after this round, they meet maximum loss bonus. So they get $3,400. So they're going to have healthy buys coming forward. They need to work out a way of shutting down this quite fast B attack Dignitas are employing right now. I think next round we'll see Dignitas going back to their A standards, taking control of long, going back to that more methodical stance, just because Mousesports are probably thinking, right, we need to start stacking that area, we need to change and adapt to what's going on. And this will probably be the perfect call right now for Dignitas going forward. Let's see the buy coming in from Mousesports. As I said, very healthy buy. Dennis does have the opportunity to drop an AWP if he wants to. Let's keep 1 this time after Nico getting stifled in that upper platform. Chris J still has $4,500, so here's a healthy bankroll going forward. Let's see what he does this time. He went for the aggressive face before, but got smoked out. Will he be tempted to try and make something happen, open up the round for his teammates here? He's going to be walking in towards long A, waiting for the flashbang, so this could be smoked off once again. Could get caught out here. He's in a precarious position, going towards danger now. You can see players running past him. He needs to make a frag happen. doesn't look like it will. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Players making their way up towards middle very quickly indeed, and he's just locked out of the game.
How is he still alive, though? You have to be very wary that once those smokes start to dissipate, that Chrisjay could become a factor in this game again. And the fact that Dennis picks up that frag definitely lifts a huge weight off their shoulders. Chrisjay could even start to wrap himself back onto the B site and get relevant again. If Dignitas can't get onto this site anytime soon, Dennis has picked up another frag, but 2 kills have came back, make that 3. And Dignitas, just another day at the office for them here on Cobblestone. It's not looking good for Mousesports. Chrisjay finally starts to make his way back over on mid. But is it too little too late, Henry?
He was just locked out of the round from the beginning. He was forced to go towards the top and middle, and his teammates battle by themselves. Bomb is yet to be planted. You can see the terrorists making sure they make the most of this. Nice headshot there from Tensky to take down the AWP player. Just going to be Nico remaining now in a 1-on-3 situation. This kill needs to happen. It's not going to. Dignitas continue the rampage. 9 plays 1 now. And as I said before, the maximum loss bonus coming in. Dignitas is keeping this fast and loose, just changing between the A-bomb site, the B-bomb site, and the pause coming in now for Mousesports. I think this is probably a good time to do it. Things are getting out of hand rapidly here. Looking at the economy for the CTs, they probably can't even justify a buy. You know, they've got 3 players on 3K. Chrisjay has got 8, but it would be a very weak buy with lack of utility or defuse kits once again. So the hometown favourites here getting decimated right now.
Can't really add anything to that. Just absolutely hit the nail on the head. I was going to ask you, actually, if Mousesports didn't call the timeout this round, at what point they'd think about doing it? Because
this round
has been outplayed the entire map.
At this point, they can't really buy, to be honest. I think I can see Next buying a Deagle, so I don't think they'll be fully committing to this one. I think it's just the time that they need to take stock on the situation. What's going on? Why are they getting run over so quickly? Why are the rounds over before the first 20 seconds have even started? So Dignitas starting the game off with a slow mentality, going for those long takes, smoking off, and having the backstabs coming in for Bino. Then they just kind of adapted when Mousesports were trying to lock that down, and they started rushing B over and over again, working out very well for them. Got control of the economy, and then they started going towards the A-bomb side. It's been beautiful display from them so far. This individual skill really stepping up. Everyone fragging for Dignitas very substantially as well. You can see MSL top fragging on 12. We have a look at the scoreboard from Mousesports. Struggling a little bit. Speedy on 3 for 9. No one really fragging effectively. Dennis has been making some entry kills, but he's normally isolated on the A-bomb side by himself, and it's just a little bit too late. That round where Chrisjay got locked out and forced towards the top and middle, that was pretty devastating. So we can see the buy coming in now. Nico has decided to go for a mag 7. Desert Eagles for the rest of the team. It looks like another round going in favour of Dig, and that will be 10-1. And this feels like this game's been about 5 minutes long so far. It's been so fast-paced. Let's see what they can do here. There's no reason why Mousesports can't bounce back into this one. I don't think it'll be this round, but if they can salvage a 10-5, at least it's something to work with.
That's the thing, we discussed this yesterday as well on Cobblestone. The T half is very capable of just taking the game away. So if Mousesports can finish on 4 or 5 rounds, they're still maybe in this game if they're in the pistol. They try the aggression. After all, they're pretty much just on pistols. But it's not going to pay off for them. Kirby is right there on... Wait, they actually went in for a bit of a commitment this round.
I think they need to be taking the AWP in a more passive role towards that B side of the map, but maybe boosting on the fountain, or there's even Chicken Coop. There's something to be holding off that aggression when it comes in and just getting a couple of shots off. Right now, the only AWP they've tried towards B has been very aggressive on the platform. That got shut down straight away, moved to an unfavourable situation. If playing the AWP in a more passive role towards B, I think, would be favourable right now. I think that's probably going to play next round. Then move Chris over there, have 2 rifles towards A, then you've got everything covered in that sense. But Nico now flashed off. Nothing you can do in that situation is absolutely done for. Just going to be 2 players remaining now. Chrisjay and Speedy only have Desert Eagles to work with. Config does spot one of them. And that's going to be pretty much the round tied up there. Chrisjay does take down 1, but there it is. 10 plays 1. Dignitas definitely running away with this. First map at the best of 3. Chrisjay, 8K in the bank. Definitely can get the AWP out once more. Maybe they may favour a full rifle setup here. The AWP has had little to no impact. He has got the AWP out. And let's see where he decides to go this time. Once again, will not be changing his position, going towards long A once more. I'm interested to see what his thought is behind this. He's been smoked out and flashed out pretty much every single time. I prefer him just to sit back and bide his time in this situation. But Dignitas now committing 4 players towards the A side of the map. That classic A split coming in, taking the vision away from middle, and getting the CTs questioning themselves. Rubino once again just lurking towards that drop-down area. He'll be coming in for the backstab as soon as his team commits to that A side of the map. They do have a fake variation of this as well. Once they do the smokes, they can actually rotate very quickly towards that area once Rubino has control of drop down. So expect to see them changing things up slightly perhaps, but there we go then. 1 minute 15 remains, and they have got full control. Long A right now.
This kind of goes back to the problem I was mentioning before about Christian just getting smoked out of this. He has had no impact with this AWP. And again, Mousesports really require him to tee off. It's why Dust 2 is such a strong map for them. We saw that earlier against VP yesterday. And it was Pasha, when he went to the B site with York, that's when he started to land the frags, the death, actually, of regulation time. So I agree.
That's what I thought. Like
maybe try switching it up, try something different over on the B side. This round is the same, though, and Dignitas still yet to pull the trigger, but they have 3 smokes in play with a couple of flashbangs and a Molotov. They could even just go for the wraparound through onto B, and that seems to be the case here, Henry, with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, 30 seconds. They'll be committing any second here. Taking the vision away from the CTs towards middle and long, and there it is, the first frag once again. It's going to be NiKo taking down. No one there to get the reply flag. He's trying to make things happen by himself. Dennis needs to make this happen, but there it is. KRB stepping up once more. Brings it down to the 5-on-3 situation. Speedy needs to make something happen here. Gets 2 for his troubles, but is it going to be enough as Next chimes in as well? 2-on-2, a must-win round for Mousesports. Chris J coming in emphatically here, trying to find the shot. Should be able to land this one on the bomb site, edging his way around towards the fountain. Needs to land a shot here. That's the one. He does it. 2-on-1. Finally, they have an opportunity here. Tensky taking out Next. 1v1 situation. Chris J does have the defuse kit. Bomb, though. Difficult position to win these clutches. Goes for the fake. Just taps it. Going to be full defusing now. This could work. There it is. Nicely played from Chris J. Gave himself 2 options there. Had the scope ready to shoot when Tensky faced. And had the full defuse going as well. Very lovely stuff from him. And finally, we have something to talk about for Mousesports.
We do, Chris J, beautiful retake, but here comes the issue. They've now just reset their own loss bonus. They can't afford to lose. They have to keep the momentum going forward. And because they lost 4 players in that last round, it's going to be a mag 7. And Dennis has just managed to get an M4. So it's not quite as bad as I originally thought. Mag 7 is also a pretty viable weapon.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that can do absolutely well for
yeah.
this map. Like, you get in the right situation, you can dodge some flashbangs, you can cause chaos there. Dignitas now feeling out the bomb sites. Looks like a counter boost coming in from the CT. He's trying to peek into that drop down area. It's going to be NiKo with that Mag 7. He's been pretty quiet this game, as he is the one going up. Smokes himself out. And should be taken down here, but somehow finds the kill. Headshot onto MSL, making the gun wet for himself. Get the AK and get out of there right now. 15 HP before he gets naded. Needs to move. Oh, God, how is he still alive? Manages to avoid death narrowly, going down to 7 HP. Does get the AK-47. Oh, he didn't get the AK. He ran away with the Mag 7. I assumed he salvaged the AK in that situation, but he doesn't.
I think what happened is the nade did not blow
Yeah,
the AK away from
right.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to grab it when the nade came through, and he just kind of panicked. Understandably, he's lucky to survive with his life there. But Kirby has came back, so Mousesports still have a huge task ahead of them. 3 frags in quick succession, and Chris J again is forced into a retake scenario, but this time it's much less likely to be able to pull this one off. The boost is in. Can he not see that first player?
Apparently not. 4-on-2, pretty much impossible situation now. That's going to secure the deal. Dennis goes down. Chris J, the last remaining player, does manage to leg one, but that's going to be it. He is punished, and there, you said it before. Money reset again. Only $1,400 going into the bank accounts of the counter-terrorists, and it's looking pretty grim.
I think that expression tells it all.
I think
on NiKo.
At this point, you're 11-2 down. You're on a full eco again. This map may be going in one direction. Metis, it seems like Dignitas just completely outplayed them in every juncture here, out-aiming every single time. It seems like the entry kills are just on point. Simple execution, staying as a unit. It's been working very effectively indeed. As we enter round number 14 now, Mousesports down the barrel on his first map, being a complete runaway. First kill comes in, Rubino takes it, but Chris J's got second ideas as he does take down Config. NiKo chiming in as well, does bring it to a 3-on-3.
Well, NiKo has a P250. We saw him pull off some crazy plays yesterday. But the difference in weaponry shines through at the end. And I think we're starting to see why Mousesports don't play Cobblestone a great deal.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming apparent. Dignitas taking down VP on this map in double overtime yesterday. One of the most renowned teams on Cobble. That's a huge scalp to take. And today, it's business as usual. Going to the final round of the half now. 12-2 in favor of Dignitas. Chris J just with the scout going to be facing this time aggressively towards long A, but another B rush coming in from Dig. They are just done with this. They want to finish this off quickly, but NiKo does get the first frag there and slows down the rush as Rubino does go down. Manages to salvage an AK as well. Maybe they can do something with this.
It's going to be tough, but the comeback has to start right here, right now. I mean, even at 3 rounds going through into that second half, it's still almost impossible. There is still at least a small percentage if you win the pistol. But that first frag was huge. Jumping up on the box, getting the max 7 kill.
It goes without saying they need this round. Yep. There's no two ways about it. This has to happen. They've got the man advantage now. They just don't have the weaponry to hold off this B push coming in. The smokes and flashes are about to be deployed. That wall of smoke strategy coming in. Molotov dropped as well. Next frag is going to be huge.
Nico at the back of the site, double spray down. Very nearly gets the third after that max 7 kill. All been Nico. Desperately need him to step up in the next maps as well, but Dignitas is still on this round. MSL gets to drop 3 more planes. He's given his position away, but has 45 seconds. The only downside, he has no bomb. Chrisje does get the tag, and Nex finishes off the half. Only 3 rounds, pistol or bust for Mousesports.
Absolutely. So Dignitas going for the straight-up B rush there. Nico managing to slow them down with that first max 7 pick. They change their mentality, go for the wall of smokes, a slightly more methodical approach, and luckily for them, Nico stepping up once more with this AK. The double spray down comes in. Nice headshot there onto Config. That seals the deal. At least they have something to work with here. Like you said, it goes without saying they need the pistol. There's just no two ways about it. So, first round of the second half here. Let's have a look at the buy coming in from Mousesports. They've got 3 sets of armor. Speedy's on the utility with the smoke and 2 flashes. Nico continuing the trend of his tournament so far. We'll have the Deagle in the pistol. Unorthodox, but he's one of the strongest Deagle players in the world, I would say. So, fair play to him.
He did this yesterday as well, every single pistol round.
That's right.
He loves a Deagle. 5
sets of armor for Dig, so they're all in on this one. No kits.
Very true. So if Mousesports can conga line their way to a site and plant, it could be a bit iffy for Dignitas. Oh, the double crossfires down, but Tensky doesn't need any help. 2 kills, as clean as you like. Nex has answered back, giving Mousesports a lifeline, but Tensky takes it away. And we mentioned before how crucially important this round was for Mousesports.
Yeah, and Tensky is stepping up and is causing so much damage to the terrorist side there. 4 on 2. Do still have a smoke and a flashbang to work with, and Nico's Deagle. But that's got to be the final nail in the coffin, it feels like. What can they do here? Just trying to find a pick, something to work with. They need to do something here. 55 seconds. Speedy making his way around, trying to clear out long ahead. Nico does go down at the hands of Kiabi there. And there it is. Tensky gets his 4th kill of the round. Massive performance from him. Mousesports with no option here but to force buy into this round. You feel like they just have to get Tech 9s and armor and just see what they can do with it. Time ticking away. Not actually going to be committing just yet, actually. They're going to be going for the full eco. Normally when you don't get the bomb down, it's kind of standard to just answer straight back with the force buy coming in. Didn't get a plant, so this is kind of an interesting mentality for them. They're going to be going all in next round, I guess. They want to get some Galils maybe and see what they can do. Full drop-down rush, about to come in.
Indeed, they're just going to be trying to maybe throw this round away. Chrisje, the only player with any real weaponry with that Tech 9, and he has already fell down to Kiabi. This is just a complete clean-up from Dignitas. We weren't expecting much from that round, but over in a blink of an eye. So now Mousesports, have they saved for this moment? Well,
they can get Galils, they can get armor, they can get a couple of flashbangs. That's about it. You can see the buy is coming in now. Deagle on Chrisje. Speedy, this is the Tech 9. They have got 2 AKs, but just distinct lack of any sort of equipment. 2 smokes. Looks like it's going to be a straight-up B rush coming in here on the German side. The Hail Mary play is about to come into fruition.
Man, Nico just took so much damage from the grenade, but gets the kill somehow. Looked like he may have been flashed on his side. We've seen him pick a couple of those kills up before. Nex is keeping Mousesports in this one. Barabino's P90 shuts down Speedy dead in his tracks. Can't get the second one. Looking a bit better for Mousesports. However, Nex is low. And both the CTs are now coming in together, both on 100% of their HP. And with utility and a kit to boot. It's going to be a rough hold here for Mousesports. That's a beautiful way of starting things off, though. Next close range picks up his 3rd frag of the round. And now MSL with his UMP. All that stands between Dignitas and Mousesports picking up another round, and Dennis has pulled it off. Gives the crowd something to cheer about finally.
Well, they decided to go for the Felica before, brought out 2 AKs. Next picking up 3 frags. They make it happen, but Dignitas, they're answering straight back with a force by themselves. I would say when you have this kind of bed of rounds, it's normally suggested just come back in with a full buy of everything, but it's actually not too bad. They have a P90 and a FAMAS, 3 rifles, 4 smokes, 1 kit. It's definitely workable, but let's see how they approach this one. It's going to be a 3-man stack towards the B side. They're playing 2 players towards A. So Mouse will be slowing us down. They just want to try and ascertain as to what kind of buy Dignitas have available. Kiabi taking a massive nade there. He goes down to 30 HP before 20 seconds even expires. Spreading out across the map, not really committing to anything just yet. Kiabi has been boosted into drop downs. Config there with the first kill. Taking down Nico.
Config did this a lot yesterday as well against VP, constantly going up on the platform, and as soon as they started to Molotov and nade it, he just pulled back into chicken coop or behind the site. So it's not too surprising to see him play aggressive. And that kill, absolutely huge. Second one comes from him as well. And just like that, B has been locked down from Dignitas. Are they going to start to play aggressive here? Maybe try and wrap themselves around the back of Mousesports. They're not entirely sure where the play's coming in. Dennis has answered back, though. But still, Dignitas have MSL. And we know how clutch he can be in these kind of situations, Henry.
Kiabi's coming in the back as well. They're getting pincered from all angles. MSL towards our mid-area. Will be having completation. Takes down the bomb. Gets two as well. That's going to be the round tied-out. Just Dennis remaining now. He has made his way out of the fence. But Config finishes the round off in style. 15 plays 4 now. Money reset once again for Mousesports. I feel like that may be all she wrote, Metis, as we enter potentially the final round.
Yeah, it's hard to see how Mousesports can delay the inevitable any longer.
At this point, I'd be just thinking about the next map.
Yep.
This stage is just going to be too far gone. It'd take too much effort to even think about this one, although it's difficult to swallow that pill. I'd say it's too far gone now. They're going to be going for another B rush here, trying to B split. Two players making their way out drop down. Undetected so far. Could find some kills here. Rubino goes down, but Config stepping up with the double AK-47 takedown. And that should be it now. The bomb is dropped. All of a sudden, though, Next gets the double deagle, but he's in a 2-on-1 situation. Has salvaged the bomb. And it all comes down to this man here.
Next, definitely one of the standout players for Mousesports. Problem though, 36 HP in a 1 versus 2. Oh, I thought he had the drop on Tensky. He's down to 10 HP though. Molotov forces Nex out.
Oh, God.
Actually, it doesn't. No, it has just spread to him. 5 HP, and Tensky picks up the pieces 16-4. I thought this map would be close. Anything but.
Right, stop the clock. What was that, like 6 minutes game?
So, yeah, felt like it.
That was crazy.